Good morning, Fenlanders. How are we doing? I'm Daniel. Welcome to Fenland Farming Adventures. How's it going? Feels autumnal out here now, doesn't it? Bit of rain, bit of moisture, bit of wind come through yesterday, a proper storm and everything. So we're going to send Peter off. He's going to go and carry on with his tillage. He's going to go carry on with the Grange toolbar, doing a grand job. I mean, he's done 100 acres already, and so I normally change 2 of these. That one got changed last 1,000 acres, so I've changed a couple more of these this year. I've got loads of new points, so does a better job with new points on. Peter's in there. But look at this old girl we're babysitting. Ta-da! It's my mate Will's. He's come to have a hitch change on it. Poor old thing been on a scraper box, and it's hard going, I think, for the old hitch on the back here. So Will said don't show the hitch, but there you go. That's the remains of the hitch. I mean, you can't fault him. It's been welded up properly, but the scraper boxes definitely give him a hard time. Yeah, we should send Will off with this, really, shouldn't we? Peter off with this. But yeah, 75E. He'd get some tillage done with that, wouldn't we? I said that Will was like, you can use it if you want. And I was like, well, I can put the subsoiler, the drill and the rolls all together and still not have enough horsepower. Still not have enough things on there to slow it down. Off he goes. Doing a lovely job, about 10 or 12 inches deep. Yeah, that's all we need him to do. Peter's got himself a little job. Just breaking up my compaction. This is once over with the carrier. So Mrs. Farmer was out here doing this, so she's done a grand job. There's a lot of straw around this year, so me cutting the wheat a bit higher than I normally would, just because I couldn't get the thing to set up better. But yeah, doing a grand job. All this stubble on the top here stops any kind of erosion from wind and things like that. So me and Grumpster were thinking, you know, just go over it a couple of times with a carrier. I'm just trying to, obviously we're trying to cut costs, aren't we? So, you know, if you can do the job with the carrier, it just doesn't really break up the compaction enough on this white land. So this is now ready to drill. Yeah, I may let it green up and hit it with the sprayer. You know, I might just dose a Roundup it, and I might just dose a Roundup it with as a preem instead of spending all that money on expensive preems, which don't seem to work that well. So, fairly fortunate here that. Hang on, let me get my gloves out of the way. Our land doesn't really compact down too much. I mean, you can see where there's a few clods where the sprayer wheel has been. That's fairly hard there. But other than that, we don't really suffer with compaction. It's marshland, isn't it? So this is all, we're about 15 foot under sea level here. So as soon as it rains, my land goes all spongy again. It's all cracked up from summertime anyway, so you know, it's not really that hard, but just want something, the idea by this is, in the springtime next year, when you put your fertiliser on and nutrients all wash into the soil, that the roots and stuff don't have to fight to get down to the nutrients. Some people have wheat, the roots on their wheat go down like 1.5 meters or so, but because there's so much moisture, the water under my feet about 2 foot down, so my wheat doesn't have to root down very far. But if it can't get through that, you know, top 6 or 8 inches or whatever, just to get down and get some nutrients, then we're in trouble, aren't we? So hit it with that Grange toolbar. I'd like a roll. Hey! This pair can give me a lift back to the yard. Here's my pheasant feeders, Archie and Callum. They're now on. Look at that shirt. You need to get that shirt off. He can't have that on, can he? Handy little thing, them things, isn't they? So obviously Peter can't drive on the road, so I have to take the tractor to the field and then get delivered back to the farm. Mustard and stuff laid dormant for a little while, but as you can see, it's all now coming up good. Happy days. I mean, we have never got mustard drilled, all sorted, all drilled up, 150, 200 acres of mustard drilled in before the 1st of September. Normally it's mid-September when we're drilling mustard. Normally, but yeah, that'll grow a treat, a nice little cover crop. Finally got onto the Cheffins page. They've changed their website. So if you're watching Cheffins, change it back. I don't really know what was wrong with the old website. I really don't. Yeah, just seems totally, let me get this right, unfathomable. Is that right? Is that a word? Got it right? Yeah, I can't work it. And as for Grumpster, he definitely can't work it. So, as you can hear, now raining. Peter's up there on the tillage still. Me and Grumpster are in the shed.
Politicians will no doubt get to the bottom of all that.
Nice helmet. Helmet. Right. I should have brought my overalls out, really. I could have been doing this, couldn't I? Is that other end cleaned up?
No.
I'll go and get on with that then, shall I? While you're welding. You ain't really got much more to make on this now, have you?
We need some lugs.
We need some lugs. We've got some more stays, some more braces to do.
We can get up there and measure that, and I've got the end plates to cut. I've got some squares for that, ready to weld on the end, weld the end bits up.
And we'll be getting there, won't we? Oh no. Spares. I'll get on and start cleaning that up. Don't you wish you was as popular as Tom Lamb? Never heard of her. He's got all the gizmos. Well, Tom Lamb, you need to invite us up so me and Grumpster can come and have a look at your cutting stuff. Tack in. That is like the world's best little paint sprayer. That's awesome. If you're going to buy one of them handheld battery powered ones, don't bother. Get one with a 12 volt, 24 volt plug on it. Alright, it means carrying the lead around with you. But I got a Milwaukee battery powered one, and it ain't nowhere near as good as that £30 one off of eBay. This paint, new paint, this proper red oxide I got from Whittam Oils the other day. A shameless little drop there. So that has been done twice there. But look, 2 minutes ago, paint in there, dry already. Oh no, made it dirty now. But it's better than that runny paint I was using last time. That was absolutely disgusting. It was just like runny paint. But it's painted, so we're all good. Right, on to the next thing. On to these bits. This bit's done. If it carries on raining, we'll get up to where we can get to. Could paint that. Dries in seconds. Dad will carry on cutting, and I'll carry on cleaning up for him. Yeah, while Grumpster's doing some engineer runs, making the last few brackets so we can get all that made. Weather really doesn't know what he wants to do now. Whether to be sunny, or rainy, or windy, or whatever. I got this to sort out. I got to try and have the side panel off of this. Now I'm sure I just undo all these bolts. Them ones have all come undone. That one has not. And this side plate should come off, I hope. Because where that bolt's out of there, it looks like it nearly comes off. So, it's been a watopotamus. This is our little dirt conveyor. So it got filled up with dirt last year. And it's all inside there. The flappy things that I put on there years ago when we first got the grader, they were shocking. They were crap when I first got them. So, maybe I put them on the wrong way around, but I'm sure he said put the hatch side up. As you can see, that's hatched. So I did, and that didn't work very well. So, yeah, but this has just got filled up with dirt. So I'll persevere and have a go at it. So we're back here on the awesome Veritron, the world's biggest money pit. I could have bought about 10 harvesters the amount of money I've spent on this, but I just laughing at my cousin Tom, two-stroke Tom. He has got a puddle here. All he's got to do is pump out the water, but he's bucketing it out. Let's see if he's got any sense to his madness. And you got a little pump. I know you got a little pump, but have you got a little pump that you can just put a hose on to pump it out there? So this is your answer, is it? He's happy. Anyway, so he's scooping it up with a bucket and tipping it out in the field. That'll make sense. Right, back on together with the multi-step. So it's had a few sections, new sections. Like, ooh, new sections. Some of them are looking like they're a bit second-hand as well, but we'll, like Grumpster said, why change them if they're still intact? You know, wait till they're completely shot and we'll change them, get them done. I've got a new belt coming, new trace coming, sorry. Need the webs to go back on. We've got a pipe to do there. This front web, we're going to change the shears on the front there because we've got a new set to go on. Grumpster's got a bearing to do inside there somewhere. And then we're nearly there. Pipe there. Topper's all done and back together. So well done Tom and his minions, Archie and Callum. They managed to get that all back together and done a very good job of that. That should be at the bottom there and stay at the bottom there. But they look like they're going to fly around with the rest of it. New bit on the front there. Stop all the dust. We still need to figure out how to get the heater working in this thing because it has to pump the water from the engine all the way from the back of the tank here, where the engine is, over there. That goes all the way along here and then up to the top of the tank. So that needs doing. I don't know how we figure out how to get the heater working on that. So any ideas, people? Grumpster's on his little chair. Hang on. Bit of advertising. Steve, you'll be pleased to know I've got your shirt on today. Lovely little shirt. Right, Grange toolbar going up and down. It has been blocking up a little bit, but I mean, when we carried this field, it was kind of really dry. So it doesn't really mix in the straw when it's really dry. So yeah, poor old Peter's been like, oh, I've had to shuffle around and go backwards and forwards a lot and sort out my lumps, but yeah, it saves me going over with the carrier. Just take a little bit longer to do the granging, shall we say, low disturbance subsoiling. So yeah, we'll get there. I'll carry on with the harvester tomorrow. I did do another little video, but my little cousin, two-stroke Tom, he could not stop cussing, so I had to delete it. We'll continue on with the next video. Don't forget to head over to Fenlander Clothing and go and buy yourself a hat or a hoodie. Go and support our little channel with a little like and a subscribe, guys. Most appreciated, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.